Hello, good afternoon, traders. This is Baja Pips. Today is Friday, December 1st, 2023, 4:14 p.m. Eastern China Time, and this is going to be one of my last real-time trading videos of the year. I'm deciding on retiring my series of real-time trading videos just for right now. I haven't really been able to focus as much on my actual trading while I'm recording because I'm too busy commentating in front of you all, pausing the video editing and everything in between my sessions. So this is just going to be a temporary break. I don't know how long it's going to be, but enjoy this video. I'm going to do what I usually do in my real-time videos, and that is going to assess the markets, going to show y'all exactly what I see, and I'm going to trade in real time in front of you. So everything is being recorded as is. It's currently 16:15 with 51 seconds and counting. My time zone is UTC +8, as you can see. That is Shanghai time zone. So those of y'all that are just a little curious as to if I'm actually trading this or if it's pre-recorded, yes, I'm recording it now. It'll be uploaded, but this is me currently taking the trade in real time. Um, what else do I have to say? As of right now, I just see the market is expanding and we have just enough movement to actually have a solid trading session. I'm going to check the news and I will get right back to y'all in just a moment. Here we have the economic calendar, and I just wanted just to see what's going on, if there's any high impact news upcoming in the Eurozone. There is some manufacturing PMI for Italy and French. So there is some high impact news that's Eurozone as well. This is all coming up within the next 43 minutes. So I'm going to be a little careful when that does happen. I'm going to mark this up on my chart, 17 o'clock HCOB manufacturing PMI. That seems like just about the only like high impact news. The GBP as well, but yeah, that's it. So be right back. I'm going to mark this up on my charts. Okay, so now you see marked it on off. So just to give myself a little bit of awareness as to what's going to happen, around 17 o'clock, I like to just sit out during high impact news for a few minutes and let price move its way. As usual, I'm going to be just assessing the market conditions and I'm going to update y'all in just a moment. Looks like it's been pretty range bound for the past couple of hours. Market hasn't really gone anywhere. We could see from pre-German session until London Open, there hasn't really been much movement. And I'm looking at potential triggers right now. Looks like they have succeeded slightly, but there has been just partial moves this entire time. Taking a look at it, a lot of partials. What I'm doing right now is I'm reading price action and just determining how this upcoming hour or so would be. Not predicting. I'm just judging based off of previous price behavior. So just give me a moment as I finish reading this. $15 that was German. This one go partial again. Reversal. And we had an increase in volume as we got towards the London Open. This is daily lows right around here. This is daily highs, which is why I have them marked off in the bold red. Nice little trend continuation right there. Follow through. Whipsaw. Another whipsaw. Started getting a little shaky around here. And a little failure towards daily lows. A little chop in this area. Congestion. Price isn't going anywhere. Do this real quick just to box off this little congested area. I'd like to see price break out of this area before looking for potential trade. It's because we are in a area of conflict and I don't like trading in conflict. So we can see this is about, pull out my measurement tool. It's about a 9 to 10 pip area right here. It's barely big enough for me to take a trade, but yeah. So from what I can see, I'm going to be trading range bound conditions today. I'm not really looking for any long trends unless we expand the market. And yeah, just pretty much range bound conditions. So just going to update y'all after I take my notes. As you can see right here, I have on my notes says low movement day, range bound conditions, triggers only work until partials, and lots of whipsaws. So that's what I was able to read in the past couple of hours. And yeah, it's a tradable session. Just gonna have to be careful. Like I said, only trade range bound conditions. So if I see anything that's like breaking out daily highs or daily lows or going or unfamiliar territory, I'm not gonna take those trades. But yeah, as of right now, I'm just waiting. Nothing for me to take, no action needed at the moment. Just wanted to show y'all how I do my pre-trade routine. So this is what I call my pre-trade routine. It's what I do every single day before I start trading. So before I even look for setups, it helps me calm my nerves. I relax on that impulsivity because lots of times, as a trader, we all want to just get in and out of a trade and make money, right? And if you're a day trader like me, you might be anticipating the session the entire day. Like today it's currently 4:23 p.m. And so for me, it's see right here it says 16:23. So for me, I've been waiting all day. I wasn't sitting around waiting all day. I had other things I was doing, but the entire day I was not trading until just now. So what I used to do is I used to just hop on the session, and just because it's the open, I would be lured into bad trades, bad setups, and I would be unprepared. What having a nice solid pre-trade routine does, it helps me prepare my mind and my body and align it with what's going on. And that allows me to just be able to stay focused, stay in tune, and also not take silly, stupid trades and make big mistakes. And that's exactly what I'm doing is just getting myself aligned. But there's nothing to do right now, for example. So even though we have enough movement, all I've been seeing this entire time so far, pre-London Open and right now, is just pure chop. Um, I'm also reading triggers in real time, so I am seeing that price has. I'll show you all the couple of things that I'm seeing as of right now within this choppy range. There's a false breakout right here. It failed. That's a red flag. And then it bounced off, created some lows. So one bounce, pull back, two bounce, pull back. Now we're at similar highs. It's creating a structural high right here. So this is a range. There was a potential TC right here where price wanted to continue northbound, but it did fail. So during this time, I'm just gonna be waiting, and I'm gonna update y'all in just a moment. But this could last for I don't know. It could last for several minutes. It could last the entire session. I don't know. Once we do get kind of caught up in this area, I call this no man's land. I'm not trading because I don't predict and I don't like trading low probability areas. I like to see something very clear to me, and I'm going to just wait and sit on my hands, and I'll get back to y'all when I see something. Okay, so here's a prime example of something. I was a little bit busy recording and I was not fully prepared, but this was a nice RT formation right here. I would have been triggered in right here and the trade would be ongoing. I would have a trailing stop loss right at these highs. So, it could either be a trade that's getting ready to be closed out at break even, or I could be going for a 2-hour target. So I'm just updating y'all in real time. I do miss trades. Not everything is to be taken. And hey, if you're not ready, that's also because I already classified this as a no man's land type of range. It was barely 10 pips, which is still solid, but to me, I need to see more of an expansion of this little area before I am like really interested in taking the trade. As you can see, that trigger I would have been in right here as price bar started like moving on down. Probably would have been triggered in right here on this bar, and it would have just went in my favor by like 0.5 R before we start having this little whipsaw happening right now. Price is currently just testing those highs. I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm a little late to that entry, and so I'm going to leave it alone. But like I said, I would be in that short. Trailing stop loss would be right above this high, and yeah, just would have been just Worst case scenario at this point, break even, but I would still be in the trade on my way to my 2-hour target, which will be taking out these session lows right around 1.08926. So as of right now, I don't see that happening. And so I'm going to just sit on my hands and continue to wait. I missed the trade. It's totally fine. I was not ready for it. And hey, it is what it is. Update y'all shortly. On this trade, I would then apply my trailing stop loss right above these highs right here, as we can see. So trailing stop would have been deployed. I would have it right above the highs of 1.09. So worst case scenario, I would be getting out at break even on this trade. Probably a little bit better than break even. As you can see, my entry would have been, like I said, right here. Trailing stop loss is still right there, but because we're in this tight, congested, choppy range, I was not a big fan. But hey, here, that sell would have went all the way through. So it was a missed trade, something that I just gonna take note of. A little bit of a bummer because I should have been prepared for that. I need to be aware of that, but also we just barely spiked up. Yeah, this was a good trade. I missed it. It's all good. I'm gonna take the next opportunity. So trailing stop would have been applied still. I'm still going for that 2-hour target. So stop loss would have been up here now. I'm just trailing it every bar, and I'm gonna see what's going on. And here's the update. I would have had a 2-hour trade, and hey, it was a missed opportunity, but I'm able to show y'all in front of your face, so you can actually see that I do what I say, and I'm gonna mark this up on my screenshot later on. But I did miss a trade, and not everything I'm able to take. So let's see what happens next, will we? So as you can see, the price is melting, and we're going towards daily lows. If I can get a nice potential pullback any moment, I'm going to look for a nice TC south. But if we are cracking those daily lows, and like I said, I'm not really looking for trending conditions because it's been ranging. But yeah, if we can continue to expand, maybe I'll take a short. I'll follow up with y'all shortly, and maybe I'll be ready to enter a trade as I start to see triggers starting to work. We'll see. I am getting ready for a potential short setup, but I need to see a solid pullback. I don't really like this one. It's a weak pullback, as y'all can see. I don't really trade these type of pullbacks, so I'm gonna wait just to see a little bit more maturity in this pullback. It is a strong breakout towards the daily lows, but I'm not. If I have to question something, I'm gonna skip it. There we go. Yeah, so this is a little bit of a whipsaw. Um, there we go, taking that on out. So that was a little false move right there. We can go back below this current minute lows, then I'll take a trade. But as of right now, it is looking a little suspect just because that did fail. It's about 1.7 pips. So the stop size is still big enough for me to trade. And this was about a 10 pip wave on south. So let me just wait. I'm gonna wait for this minute candle to close, and I'll just take the trade based off of what I see in the next minute. It's about 2 pips this bar, so give it some time, and I may look for a potential trade setup. Any moment now, I could still take a sell, but if we still continue to climb up north, then I'm gonna leave it alone. And yeah, there we go. It's a weighted trade, so no sell for me right now. At least I would need to see this right here. Still 2.3 pips. It's still solid size, but this is a little whipsaw right here. So I'm looking for a potential DP at this point, and the price is pulled back a little bit too deep. So no selling from me. I'm gonna leave this one alone. And yeah, I'm just assuming maybe we're gonna start climbing back up and creating another false low, and yeah, going back towards daily highs. So I'm gonna leave this one alone, and I'll update y'all shortly. So as we can see, price is deep in the long territory now, and we're back into that older range. So I'm going to look for potential long. I'm not predicting, but I will look for potential long setup if I do get a little pullback like this, and price could pop on towards the upside. I need to see the ask line and also the current price line both proceed past the last minute's swing high. And if we can do that, then I'm willing to take a trade. But right now, price is a little bit consolidating past couple minutes. So no trade just yet, but I'm going to be looking for a potential long setup if we can go above these last 2-minute highs, because this is a valid pullback at this point. Just don't be too deep, or if the stop loss is going to be too deep, then I'm not going to take a trade. It's still a 2 pip stop loss, still pretty solid. It's getting a little wide now, 2.7 pips. I don't like that. 2.5, 2.6. Just wait. Maybe I'll take this long. I don't want it to be too large of a stop. It's about 8 pips for that previous wave. So yeah, I'll update y'all shortly. As of right now, there's no trading. There's no short for sure. Not no short, but there's no long neither. We're just pulling back a little bit, not too deep. Like if we could stay, it's a little bit of a conflict. I'm gonna update y'all on the trading view in a second. So yeah, pretty much if we can go above this current minute highs, then I'm gonna be willing to take a long because we're still above these swing lows right here, and that's good. So I'm gonna get back to my MT4, MT5, and look for potential trade. Here we are on my MT5, and yeah, we are starting to rush back onto the upside. This little a little tricky of a trade, but I'm willing to take it. Looks pretty solid. Play it long. Just give it a few seconds and officially long. This could be a winner, could be a loser, but I like the trade. I'm gonna take it. 2.5. It's gonna be a 2.3 plus a spread, about 2.9 stop loss right here. It's gonna be my stop loss, so I'm gonna update this on my trading view in just a moment. 3, I'm gonna go for about 7, about a little under 8 pips, so 7.4. Update y'all in just a moment. All right, so everything is updated on my trading view, and we're gonna see this trade live in real time. And yeah, I don't know exactly what's going to happen, but I'm getting ready to deploy my trailing stop, and once it goes on in my favor, if it does, no prediction. And yeah, it was just a little bit of a tricky trigger because the pullback itself, we're doing a counter move against something that was predominantly bearish. So we could win, maybe not. This is a little tricky, like I said. Yeah, it's looking like it was really close to my stop out right there, as y'all can see. We'll see what's happening right now. Not a big fan of this trade. I'm not gonna lie. Wish I could have waited just a little bit longer before pulling that trigger. Might have got a little bit too impulsive on that buy, but we'll see. This is either going to be a 1 hour loss or we're going to be good. But I did leave a little room for that spread. You can see that ask line. It needs to pass below. Looks like it may trigger that stop loss. No hard feelings. Like I said, a loss is a loss. I missed out on a potential winner, and this is a potential loser now. So this is the realities of trading. It could really be like that sometimes. you know, but hey, everything is documented in front of y'all, so you can actually see that. Yeah, a winner is a winner, a loser is a loser, but it's all in front of your face. So I'm not the most perfect trader, but that's not my goal. Is not to show y'all like pure wins. Like I also want you to show y'all the realities of trading. Wow, that was a big rip, big tear down towards the downside. I do know that we do have some news coming up, but it's not here yet. It's still in about 15 minutes. So yeah, we get stopped out, then hey, it's triggering to the downside. I don't like anything that's happening right now. It's gonna sit on my hands and not take a trade, but yeah, there we go. That's a 1 hour loss. I'm gonna update on my trading view and be right back. And yeah, that's it. So I mean, it could trigger back to the upside, and this could be a little DP happening right here. But hey, I got stopped out, and hey, with all fairness, it triggered me out. And unfortunately, I'm not in this long happening right now. It happens, could be right there, and it could just be completely false. So I have rules for trading, and right now my rules is telling me to stay out, even though this could be a possible DP. The reason why I'm not buying this is because price has already triggered towards the downside. I've already seen it's a conflict, and I don't want to go for this long just because there's conflicts happening. And yeah, I could be long right now, and I could be in the money, but just as fast as it gone up, it can go right back down towards those past 2 minute lows, and that could be 2 losses in a row. So, impulsivity kills, and I'm not about that. I want to survive long term and be able to see the better opportunity around the corner. As you can see, if I did buy that based off impulse, right now this would be a second loss. So yeah, good trade. I like the trade. It was solid. It just might have been a little bit too quick. That pullback was just a little bit suspect. And yeah, I got into a wrong trade. So as of right now, there's no trading for me. There's no setups. I don't see anything, any patterns that I'm familiar with, and this is just a variation of a bunch of nonsense. So yeah, like I said, I don't like anything that I'm seeing. Maybe we start to have a nice new wave towards the downside. I'll take out these lows because we're not in the range. That'll be my next move. Or we can start to, somehow float back to the upside, and I could look for another long. So one and done, one trade, one loss. It's okay. I'm gonna keep trading. I'll update y'all shortly. As we can all see, there is some high impact news coming up in the next 2 and 7 minutes. So I'm going to sit on my hands for the next 5 to 10 minutes. No trading for me. I'm just going to wait for everything to clear up and I will be right back. Just want to alert y'all. So we are very close to the 17 o'clock news, manufacturing PMI, just a few minutes away. And we can see that price is had a nice little breakout of that congested range that I was just in, but we are currently just hesitant. You can see that price is pulling back. It's a deep pullback right here. So there's definitely no trading. Even if I were to go long above this bar, we only have less than 3 pips until this highs of this swing highs right here. These are significant swing highs because this is an older former range that we just broke out of and failed. So since we broke out and failed, I actually expanded this range. So now we're looking at a much larger range and we're looking at a target that is going to surpass way beyond these highs. So I'm not going to take any trade until after the news announcement. So with the news being 1 minute away, and we also have a trigger on towards the downside now. So this is in conflict. I'm gonna skip, and hey, this is an easy skip for me. So I have no doubts about skipping this trade. I'm totally fine with anything that happens. I am skipping it until further notice. And just for those of y'all that are doubtful, look at the real time updates 39, 38, 37 seconds. Everything is ticking in real time. And like I said, I day trade, I scalp, I do this stuff in real time. Everything you see is by the second. I'm actually doing this in front of you. So if you've never seen this before, if you've never seen a trader do what I'm doing, well, you should open up your eyes, open up your mind, and be a little bit more open to the fact that there are people that really do this by the second. And I just want to show y'all what may possibly happen right on the high impact news and why I don't trade high impact news. See what happens. A lot of volatility. It picks up. There's a lot of indecision, and yeah, we just don't know. I'm looking for a potential short. I like this. It looks like the market could drop. But I need to see more price action. It's still in conflict. We are in conflict with. There's a couple issues right now. So we have these highs right here, and we also have these lows right here. And so even if I were to trigger to the downside, I need to get out before these lows are hit, and I also need to get out before these swing highs are hit. So I'm gonna continue to wait, but I just wanted to show y'all what the news does. Manipulates price, and it went down. Now we're surging back up, and as of right now, there's absolutely no trade that I'm gonna take. So I'm gonna sit on my hands and continue to wait. And y'all can see what I just wrote there. No RT, trigger within tight range. So this is the trade that I'm avoiding because if I did take this short, my stop loss would just be getting hit right now. So once again, I have rules. Rules are rules. I did take one, trade that did end up failing, and I did miss a possible winner. But this entire session has been pretty choppy. I'm looking to trade for about another 25 minutes, and if I don't see anything within that time, I'm going to just call it a day at a 1 hour loss. But I do believe I could find something. I just got to just focus and zero in on the primary key points of this chart. I'll get back to y'all in just a moment with some good possible trades. So I am familiar with a potential trade setup. I think we have a possible RB coming up. As long well, this stop loss size is getting a little large now, so I have my doubts with this one. It was a potential RB, but now the stop loss is well over 3 pips, so way too large. I'm gonna pass on this trade as well. Still nothing, and yeah, that's just what it is. So just gonna wait. No trading yet. There was a possible RB, but as of right now, it's just stop loss is too large. I'm gonna mark this off on my chart and get right back to y'all. Now there's a possibility of this working out as an RB still because that last bar was actually It was pretty solid. I'm willing to take a long, give it a moment. I want to see the ask line along with price line surge above. This is a possible RB. Give it a moment. Just want to see how it's kind of just stalling right there. Stalling at these highs. Things do match up most of my criteria. I'm long. Wait for that little pop. Stop loss is going to be right here at 3.3 pips. Actually, I want to do a little bit below. Stop loss is going to be 2.4. 3 pip stop loss, and I'm going to go for a 6 pip target for our RB pattern. We can get higher, cool, but I'm going to go for at least 7.5, 6 pips, and I'm going to mark this off my trading view right now. All right, so everything is marked up. I'm going to trail my stop loss immediately. Right below these lows, 2.5, 2.6 pips. I like to include the spread. So now I'm risking about 2.6 pips. I'm going to mark that one on off, 2.6. And yeah, it's going to continue to mark this one on off to 2.6 pips is my new trailing stop. If we could surge past the last minute swing highs, then I'm going to look to trail my stop loss at break even or right around that area. So just give it a moment. I want to see what price closes as, and I'll get right back to y'all. We could start to reverse, and I could take a 2.6 pip stop loss. I'm going to look to trail this any moment. So we're looking at 0.7. 1.6 pips is going to be my new stop loss now. 1.6. Y'all can see everything in real time play out. Yeah, if we start to pull back, then I am willing to just get out because there's just too much chop in that area, and I'll take a minor loss. But it's like it's like price is attempting to go higher, but no guarantees yet. Trail this 0.5, 1.2 now, about 1.3 pips. Going to be my trailing stop loss. So worst case scenario, I get out at 1.3 pips, which is about 0.5 R, probably a little bit better than that. Yeah, we'll see what happens. It's been pretty choppy most of the day, so I don't have any doubts. I just also just don't have the strongest bias with today. It's being the first of the month and all. No excuses. Just could just be a little bit of a tricky day. Looking at it right now, it's peeking towards that downside. So I don't like this. Yeah, I'm going to get out. Looks like it might hit that trailing stop. So 1.3 pip is going to be an out, another loss. Pretty much moments away from hitting that trailing stop. I'm pretty much over this. No hoping, just following in my systematic approach. I have about 18 minutes left in the session. So if I don't see anything, then we'll call it a day. Take the small losing day. Start the month off. Yep, there we go. So 1.3 pip stop loss, and I'm gonna just mark that up. Just a moment. There we go. It's right there in front of your face. Minus 0.43 R. That was RB. I was able to trail out. Wasn't the cleanest setup, but now we are just chopping around in a very, very shitty range. So it's gonna wait. Nothing for me to do. It's gonna wait. We could possibly reverse to the downside for an RT, take out all these lows. So I am waiting just to see what happens. Definitely don't want to go long, but we could reverse to the downside. I just need to see price trigger. Pullback is solid. The thrust down is solid, and yeah, everything is lining up. It's qualifying for potential reversal. Take out all the previous swing lows, and that would be my last trade. So if I do take a loss on this, unfortunately, I'm going to call it a day, but we'll see. I'm pretty solid with my trading for the day. I do like my performance overall, it was pretty good. Made minimal mistakes. Some days are just like this. You'll take trades and just really just the most unfavorable conditions at times, and you just can't win. On days where you just can't win, you just call it a day. Still waiting. Price isn't really doing anything in my favor. Start to trail on down below the last minute lows, though. I will take that sell. If we continue to kind of drift on up, I'm not going to take a short. So bear with me for a few seconds as I get prepared. My trigger finger is itching, but I'm also relaxed off the key. Just going to wait. If it does not go, or if we start to trigger towards the upside, then I'm going to skip that trade. So just bear with me just for a moment. Really want to see what's happening here. We have some swing lows that shoot. This is getting a little bit suspect, especially with that pullback right there. The price is starting to move on up now. And yeah, it's about 2.7, 3 pips, too large. So just gonna wait, get back to the trading view, and yeah, just continue to wait. That's all I can do. No selling here. I don't like it. There's a potential sell. This could also be considered a TC to the downside. So I'm still willing to take a short, but I want to see if this trigger was a real trigger or a failed trigger. So I'm going to give it a few seconds. As you can see, it's already starting to pull back on up. So what it did was it just triggered a potential TC, but right now we are kind of deep. I just want to wait. I want to see price fall below this current minute lows, and I may take that final short of the day. Wait for the ask line. Always wait for the ask line. Be a little tricky. Ask line needs to pass below. See that red line right there? I always wait for that. It's my own little confirmation bias. Nope. Avoided a trade. Not yet. Now we're conflicting. We're triggering towards the upside, and there's nothing for me to trade. So, yeah, just leave it alone. We'll mark this off on my trading view as a skipped trade. There's a possibility of a short, but just enough room for maybe like a 1.5 pip stop loss, 3-4 pips to the downside. So I'm going to take a short. This would be like a RT continuation sell. Just take out this range of lows if we could peak on down below, but right now we are getting a little bit larger. So yeah, just kind of waiting still, floating in no man's land. So that's 3 pips down below. We could possibly trigger. Just waiting for this pullback to kind of settle down, and I'm looking for a possible short. That would be my final trade of the day. So it's getting a little deep now, a little pullback. Once again, we're doing that little manipulation. Now it's a little too large. 2.5 pips is too big for me to take a sell. And here we go again, getting back into that little mess that we were in before. Very tricky conditions today, as you can see. I haven't really seen anything solid, so a few moments I may just call it a day. 5 pip wave, so definitely still see a drop to the downside, but not right. So I am about to get out of this trade right here, trailing just a bit even. Now I'm in a risk-free trade if price does go against me. Trail this more and more, and I'll update y'all shortly. Right, I'm just gonna get ready to exit this trade any moment now. I'm gonna collect highs. I'm gonna just trail my stop loss at about 1.3 pips. Right below this low, 1.7 pips. If worst case scenario, when it does hit my trailing stop. Okay. See if we can break higher. Not then, yeah, that's about to be a trailing stop at 1.7 pips. Patience. Yeah, 1.7 pips. I'm going to take that one home. So collected 1.7 pips on that. You can see that trade was plus 0.85 RB. Now we are once again trapped in that little range, and I don't want to take any trade. We could have a possible reversal to the downside, but this pullback is getting a little bit deep, um, signaling a potential breakout. So I'm going to just wait and see what happens, and I'll update y'all shortly. Take this short or to not to take this sell? Good question. Well, start to pop on up any higher than last minute swing highs, then I'm not going to take that sell. We're also in conflict with some bulls. And yeah, if we do go down lower, there could be a possibility of a short, but I don't know. I'm a little concerned. I don't know if these swing highs are matched or not. So give me a moment just to check. Yeah, leave that one alone. I want to see further price action. I did capture a winner on that one, which is awesome, but definitely still just sitting on my hands and waiting. I want to touch it. See, we just been on a long term chop for this past hour. Thankfully, it has been at least 10 pips, and that is just the bare minimum amount of movement for me to continue trading. It is now officially 5:39 p.m. and I'm still here. I just figured hey, I stick around for a little bit longer because it's Friday, and I'll give it a solid couple hours. I had a couple little mistakes here and there, but all in all, it's pretty solid session. Just a lot of chop, as you can see, this whole hour. Just nothing good. So we could have a false breakout of the zone and a potential pullback into it, and I may take a short. Go back to the trading view. Just to update y'all, this breakout is fairly weak to the north side, so I'm gonna skip it. So could have been in a buy right here as we started breaking on up, but I would have been trailed out at break even, and it would not have been a good trade. Looking for a possible short setup. This will be my last trade of the day of the week. It's currently 5:45 p.m. I decided to stick around for a little bit longer because I did see the market was starting to move, and triggers were starting to work. So yeah, my last potential trade will be a short. We are near daily high, so we could still go long, but I don't want anything too close to the daily highs. So once again, in a tight situation, it's been a very, very, very choppy, unfavorable market condition this entire time. But as you can see, I would manage to reduce my loss for the day. I don't want to give that back. So if I don't see anything good, I'm gonna just sit on my hands. But there may be a possible reversal in play, and I'll update y'all on that shortly. See that little drop to the downside. Boom, boom, boom. And there we go. Goodbye, buyers. I'm looking for a potential short. I'm gonna wait and see what happens. Give it a couple of minutes. Solid 1.6 bar. I'm gonna go look for it, deploy my short for the moment. So once again, in real time, I want to show y'all if I can get into this trade or if it's gonna be a skip. My fingers is off the trigger because I don't want it to slip up. I don't want any mistakes. Sometimes could slip and accidentally click the wrong button. I've done that in the past. 4.5 pips is the wave size. Pullbacks are getting a little bit big, so I may end up skipping this short as we are once again in the wave. It's still shorted, but getting a little wide. 5 pips. In a minimum wave size of 5 pips now, and it's not what I see. Not at all. So I'm gonna skip this trade, unfortunately. Could be a little RT though. I could still take a short. Give me a moment. All right, so could short. It's still technically an RT. Reversal back to the downside, but now we're starting to trigger on up. Everything's just in question right now. I don't really know the cleanest setup to take, but I'm gonna continue to wait. I got about 10 minutes left until the end of my session. I want to measure this weight. I want to measure this bar right here. Let's see. Yeah, we can get below this minute. This minute could just stall out a little bit longer. I'm willing to take a short. And that'll be my last trade of the day. Here's a moment. No rushing it. Just kind of just going with whatever I can get. Right. This is only 1.9 pips, but it's increasing. So turn needs to like pop on down like immediately. So I can see that it's a real trade, real setup. If not, then just be more manipulation. Yep, more manipulation. I don't like this. Price is struggling to go anywhere, so I may skip this trade and call it a day. Like, not gonna force anything I don't see. 1, 2 pips. Still definitely drop, but we are getting closer towards those swing highs. So I need to see price immediately surge below this current minute low. A little bit of a steep pullback, but it's definitely still a solid trade opportunity. So give it a moment, give it a few seconds to finish this bar, and I may end up taking a short. Here, 4.4 pips. Nope, pullback's too deep. Man. All right, so a few minutes left, and then yeah, call it a day. Losing days do happen. Look at this. 2 pips. Very tempting. You got like way deep into that order range. Question. Still be an RT continuation, but I need to see that ask line pop on below, like I said. Just that red line, that bold red line that's right above price. If I don't see that ask line, then I'm not going to take the trade because that's where the broker price is. So price might be below, but that broker it has not confirmed that. So you can see that I would have been triggered into a short only to just be kind of drifting sideways, not really going anywhere. So that's one of the consequences of being too impulsive. You'd be taking a lot of early trades that don't end up working out. But let's just see. I'm still willing to take a short, but this ask line needs to pop on below last minute lows. Not, we are just playing around and call it a day. 8 minutes until the end of my session, so don't want to spoil a solid, okay trading day, even though it's a losing day. All right. Uh-oh. Yeah, buddy, that stop loss would have been hit. Good thing I didn't rush that. I didn't force that trade. I can see it's just not there. It's not yet. It's not really there. There we go. It's triggering to the upside. So no trade. I'm gonna just leave this one alone and update y'all shortly. Very questionable short. This is very debatable. The debate of the day, whether to take that sell or not to take that sell. But once I did see that little small trigger up north, I'm pretty much I'm not willing to take this. Conviction is thrown out the window, even if it does trigger on south. I don't want to take the shorts. Or do I? Good question. little late, but try my stop loss right above this bar. 3 pips. Yep. 3 pip stop loss. And, still gonna go for this short. Try to take it on down to the lows. And that's official. A little bit late, but it's okay. 3 pips is my max. I'm gonna mark this up on my trading view. I'm gonna look to trail this stop loss if it continues on down. A little bit of a tricky condition. I was willing to take that trade just because we didn't really pass on up. We kind of just, it was kind of just a little flicker, but yeah, I'm willing to see what's up. You don't take no risk, there's no reward. And if, you know, there we go, nice, pierce on down immediately. 1.7 pips is going to be my new stop loss. I'm going to update this on my trading view right now. 1.7 pips. I'll do it after, though. I want to do it after my recording. So worst case scenario, I'll be down 1.7 pips if this is a false move. And yeah, I'm just going to call it a day at that point if we do not continue down. But everything is documented in front of you, and this would be my final trade of the day. A few minutes left in the session. See if I can get this buzzer beater, or if it's just you know, nothing good. It's 4.2. I want to put it right here, but I'm gonna wait till the last few seconds for this to close. About 0.9 pips, 0.9 is what I'm risking right now. So very close to break even as we get into the last few seconds of this bar. It either needs to drop or I'm gonna call it a day. No hoping. We don't got time to hope in these markets. Nice, nice. I'm going to trail a little bit more aggressively as the price matures. I want to tighten up the stops as we get closer to the new hour, just because manipulation does happen right around every hour. Sometimes, you know, sometimes, not all the time. All right, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I'm going to trail this to break even now, just like that. So this is now officially a break even trade, worst case scenario, and I'm going to see what I can take home. Plus the spread made up for that commission. So let's see what happens. Y'all see this right in front of you. And now I have a risk-free trade. I feel much more safer about this, but we'll see what happens. Risking 3 pips. So it definitely went down. I want to trail this more aggressively, actually. 1.8. I'm gonna trail it to 1.3 now because I got in a little bit late, so I need to make up for that. So 1.1. So because of the late entry, not a big fan. So make up for that. Right now, I am in the money though. So worst case scenario, I'll collect 1.1 pips in front of y'all. Drops are getting a little bit weaker. And yeah, a little doubtful about this trade, but I gave it a little space with the spread included. As you can see, the ask line taps my exit, and I'm officially done for the week. Hey, it is what it is. I was able to show y'all in real time, share and document the journey, and everyone can see the updates. So, hey, getting as close to a break-even day as possible, but maybe a losing day, unfortunately, because I made a mistake earlier that cost me, and I missed a good trade setup that cost me my day. So that's why you got to be laser sharp focused when you are in these trading sessions. One of the reasons why I don't really want to record, I need to just focus on my own internal trading and just pick out these little flaws that I still have. And so recording, I am a little distracted sometimes, not blaming y'all for that, but 2 more about 1.5 pips now. Doing a very aggressive trailing stop now. I don't really foresee anything it's going against me, and if it does, I'm getting out. 1.5 pips is going to be my stop. Is going to be what I'm taking home. So about 0.5 R. There we go. Collect 0.5 R. Call it a day. So 1.5 pips, 0.5 R. I'll be right back. Mark it on up. Do the final total calculations and call it a day. Everything is documented. It's marked up, as you can see, plus 0.46R. I'm willing to trade a little bit longer. As y'all can see, I started a little bit late. Right here is 16:18 is when I started. So technically, my 2 hour mark is not fully up just yet. We could have a possible reversal to the upside. And yeah, maybe I'll be able to get one more trade in. So yeah, that was a solid exit. As you can see, I got out right at a good time, in real time in front of you once again. Now I'm just gonna wait. No selling because the sellers have died out. This is not good selling pressure, but I'm also not going to buy it just yet. I need to see a little bit of a solid pullback before I go long. So I'm willing to take a long, by the way. So once again, the trade is potentially going to be took. So let's wait and see. We're not in a range that I'm concerned about. That range was broken. And yeah, we just continued on. So I'm willing to take a long if we do go up north. Let's give it a moment. So yeah, we are pushing on up, pushing on those P's on up. And yeah, I'm going to just wait. Nothing yet. Oh, this might be my last trade right here. I promise y'all. A little bit late, a little bit later than normal, but we'll push on up past the last 2 minute highs. Like right here, trigger finger is itching, but I'm not there yet. I need to wait still. It was a little bit fast of a thrust. You can see my finger went directly off. I need to see price revisit those highs again, just to confirm that that's not a false trigger. We've been getting a lot of those today, so I'm just a little bit more conservative in my orders. But yeah, we have a buy. I'm gonna go long, and yeah, wish the best. 1.9. We're gonna do about 2.5 for the stop loss. Yeah, 5 is what I want. 2.5 punks. There you go. And I'm gonna go for the highs right here. So I'm gonna go for about 5 pips, give or take, and that's it. One and done. So let's see if I can get a 2R right here. All right, and hey, may not have been the greatest trade, as we can see prices trailing on down. Should be stopped out right here. So price revisits these lows. I'm gonna get right on out. No hesitation. So I'm gonna get out at 2.3 pip stop loss if it does revisit. Just need to see what's going on. This could be a DP, meaning that it could have been a false move back against that position, but we'll see. Anything hitting this stop loss right here. I'm not going to move it because it's too close to price, but as we start to trail on up, I'm going to look to trail this right below the last minute lows. Let's see if this was a false stop loss. Like I said, it could be a little tricky. So bang, bang. I'm going to bring this right below here. Now I'm risking 1.9 pips on the table. Not worth holding if price is going to continue chopping around. But we could have a possible DP right now as I speak. I need to see price immediately surge to the upside, or I'm gonna just be out. This is the risk that I'm willing to take in front of y'all. Not everything is perfect, and it does happen. Trail this 0.8, 1.4 as the minute gets prepared to close. 1.4 pips is going to be what I'm risking now as this minute gets close to its close. And yeah, if we don't pop on up, yeah, it's going to be a small loss, unfortunately. But yeah, we'll see. We already started off that next minute with the low gap down, so I'm not too confident with this trade. I could close out now, but this is the risk I'm willing to take. I'm willing to take a risk. No risk, there's no reward, right? See if I can make this a profitable thing. Either way, it was great. It was great. It was great performance by me. I still like my performance overall today. And yeah, I'm not really doubtful about anything. This is the little DP happening right now, but it's struggling. I don't like that. Nothing I can do right now. I don't want to move my trail and stop right away. This is definitely I have to mark the order close. This doesn't go. Give it a few seconds. You can see how precise I am too. I don't give it too much room, and everything is by the second, as you can see, tick by tick. I'm reading this price action in front of you. So you can see like I really do this tick by tick. I'm gonna get out at break even, so I'm gonna move this over to the far left. And I'm going to just eyeball this because if price does hit my break even, I'm getting out because it's telling me that hey, it doesn't want to go anywhere. Actually, I'm just gonna move my trailing stop right below here. 0.9 pips is what I'm risking, 0.9. And hey, doesn't want to go, it's not gonna go. No fighting it. But here we go. Break even. Risk-free trade. That's one of my goals besides my main target is to be risk-free. Beautiful, right? Risk-free trade. The goal is the goals. If it doesn't, it was an extra trade. It was worth the risk. It was worth taking. In front of y'all, tick by tick. I could close out right now. I could, but I'm gonna give it a few, like 10 more seconds, and I'm gonna trail it right below this minute low. 9, 8, 7, 6. You see, I do it by the second. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom. Nice, right? Beautiful. All right, all right. Can we hit these highs? Can we hit these highs? Anything below here, I'm collecting 2.5 pips. Beautiful. All right, just collected 2.5 pips in front of y'all. That was another R, and it's a profitable day. Boom, bang, bam. And I know we can go up a little higher, but I just wanted to show y'all I do this. Okay, does this right? Game over, profitable day. Could have hit that 2R, but my trailing stop was a little too tight. Should have kept it below this last minute lows, but let's see if it was a good exit before I update the trading view. So 2.5 pips, beautiful, right? Beautiful. Got out at a better exit. That's it for the day. I'm gonna update my P&L in front of you all, so when I do post this later on, you can watch this video to this link, and you can see everything played out exactly as I screenshotted. Now let's do a final tally because everything is documented like I said. So I'm gonna put it right here, close up the day, end the week with in the green. So make this much larger. It's a profitable day, y'all. Did it right in front of y'all. So daily P&L plus. I already know the plus, but let's do the numbers real quick. Put my calculator in front of me. We got minus 1R, minus 1R, minus 0.43. Right, that was the last loss, plus 0.85 plus 0.46 plus 1 equals 0.88R for the day. 0.88R. That was done in front of y'all. So I managed to take a losing day and turn it into a winning day. And I have the emotional control to continue trading, even though I started off with losses. Even though I did miss a trade, I was not impulsive and took a bad trade. My finger did slip a little bit up here. I was a little too quick, and hey, I did take that loss. Other than that, I do agree with this loss right here. That was a good exit. And then other than that, trading in this type of condition, I did an excellent job. So there we go. Daily P&L plus 8.88R in front of y'all. It's documented. Now we're starting to go into some more drift and chop, and I don't like this at all. So it was a tough day, but I managed to prevail and overcome adversities. And yeah, this is going to be uploaded on my YouTube. Final video of the year. It wasn't a crazy winning day. It's not like I made 10R in a day or anything like that, but I managed to take a losing day and turn it into a winning day. I managed to show y'all everything tick by tick, second by second, bar by bar. I documented it. I am going to upload it now. And yeah, you can see this is one of the hardest trading conditions that I trade. Like, I don't like these conditions. It's very choppy, very grindy. It's very tough. I went into overtime. As you can see, now it's 14. Wasn't really overtime, but you can see 18 to 18. That would have been 2 hours. So yeah, I mean, if I started a little bit earlier, maybe I would have took that move right there. I would have been a little bit more prepared. So next time, I just got to remind myself to just start the session on time. I came a little late, so did miss that, but I didn't chase. And ultimately, my behavior and my trading habits is great. I appreciate you all that have been watching my videos up until this day. I appreciate y'all for following me along my journey. And you can see that I really does this It's going to be my final video of the year. I'll still update y'all on my weekly technical breakdowns, but as far as real time day trading videos, this is it for me. I'm going to take the next several months to focus on my scalping and get a lot more precise, zero in on my flaws, and just really, really, really be as good as possible performance wise. But yeah, it's been an honor to be able to show y'all this, to really do the entire year real time trading. I traded this for an entire year. I've been trading like this. I have the archives in my YouTube, and it's also under the Forex stock section on my website. I've been able to just document my journey, show y'all that it's possible to successfully day trade and scalp on the 1 minute chart. And those of you that were a little scared to go into the smaller time frames because of maybe you might have had too high of leverage, or your position sizes were too big, or some marketer persuade you into trading to a different way, whatever. Now you can see a real trader actually do this. If y'all want to just see anything from the past, it's always going to be on this YouTube channel and also my website. And yeah, leave any comments or questions down below in the comment section. That's about it. I'm going to update y'all. Just give me a second. I'm going to go over to my website tab now as I'm complete with my day. Just a moment. So here we have my website, forexmanagement.net. It was forexmanagement.net. It's now 1minutetraders.com. I'm a little tired, y'all. I'm exhausted. My brain is fried for the week. I'm done. But look right here on the Forex stock tab. You can definitely go and check out all my days that I recorded and documented my scalps. November 2023 is over, so today's going to be a new section. It's going to be under December. This was last month's trades. I did take 2 weeks off because I was on vacation. This was October. You can see June, July, August, September. Didn't record every day during this time because I was just starting to document things, but see how I started. You can see where I'm at now. You can see how my charts looked back then. You can see the evolution of my trading. You can also see my weekly technical breakdowns. Every week I update y'all. I just closed out of a US 30 trade actually, and that was profitable. Show y'all that in just a moment. But you can also see my live day trading scalping videos. It's going to be updated under December 1st, and it's going to be on my website permanently. So yeah, take some time. These videos, some of them are long, like this one is going to be a little lengthy as my last one. Also click on under blogs, and you can see that yeah, I have some blogs right here. I have blogs from 2016, so it's been a solid 7 years of writing blogs. So it's all down there. It's paper trails don't lie. It's all documented. It's all archived. Everything is there. You can see a lot of free insight. And if you are interested in learning from me one-on-one, I do offer private mentoring. Click on the private mentoring tab, and you'll be redirected. This is the cost of a 3-month mentorship, but we can talk about deals and discounts if you would like. Just hit me up and explain to me your situation and your story, and yeah, we can talk about payment plans or even making this more affordable. I like to just make sure that everyone is able to afford my services, and yeah, that's something I work with y'all on. So it's been an honor. I appreciate y'all for once again. I appreciate y'all for following me along this journey. From here on out, it's gonna be up from here. Y'all were able to see me start my scalping journey last summer, and you can see how far I came. Or when I started, I had absolutely no clue what I was doing on a 1 minute chart. And here I am now teaching y'all what I'm doing. So, yep, just like this guy fishing right now, that's me fishing for some dollar bills, catching those bears, bringing it back on up to an uptrend. That's how it could be on your journey. It might be on a little downward spiral right now, but you find the right mentor, the right coach, me. Yeah, you can change your path, change your trajectory, and yeah, you can trade like this every day, 1 to 2 hours a day, at your convenience. All right, y'all, have a great week and positive one. Have a prosperous holidays, and I'll see y'all next year. Peace.